up, y'all? Welcome back to another vlog. It is Fitober day 2. Fitober day 2. So, as you can tell, I am relaxed. I have started to wind down after work, came home, got myself in my hoodie, put on my favorite pants, and we are set to go. Today's topic is just going to be about fitness, but specifically what is fitness. And I feel that my outfit is very fitting for what I'm going to be discussing with you all today. So I have my notes, so I'll be looking down at my notebook as well as looking back up at you all, so that way we can go ahead and continue this conversation. Let's go ahead and get into it. So what exactly is fitness? Fitness, it can mean different things to different people. When they hear that term, some minds automatically go to the gym. They automatically go to working out. Some people, when they hear that term, they automatically think mental fitness, emotional or spiritual fitness. It can mean all four of those aspects. It means different things to different people. For the dictionary definition, fitness is the quality or state of being fit. It even breaks down into robustness, soundness, wellness, and health. I even looked up the definition of health, and that is just the sound physical or mental condition. And it broke down into the overall condition of the body. Some people, they even use those two terms interchangeably, fitness and health, those two terms interchangeably. People come from different backgrounds, come from different walks of life, and culture can even play a part in being fit and being healthy. But for the sake of it, let's just talk about exercise. So as I was going over my notes and just going over different research from what I've studied before, kids really stood out to me. And when kids exercise, it'll really benefit them in the long run. Kids who are participating in different physical activities, they have higher self-concepts. Their creativity is increased. They have a greater sense of self-efficacy. Their self-esteem grows, and their cognitive functioning grows as well. I also didn't know this, but when I was doing my research, adolescents who participate in some form of resistance training can reduce the risk of suicide by 20 to 30%. That is amazing. A win is a win, okay? Exercise, it can really do something for you. It can help you get through the day. It can help you relieve some stress. Whatever you're carrying in you, exercise, it can help get rid of that. If it can't get rid of it completely, it'll help bring it down significantly. I mean, with the children, it'll decrease that risk of suicide by 20 to 30%. And they are also taking fitness out of the schools. I don't even know if they are, I can't remember if it's taken out of the schools completely or if some schools still require gym as part of the curriculum or not. If they do, or if you all have more information on that, go ahead and put it in the comment section below. But when I know a couple years back, they were taking gym out of the curriculum, and I felt that was basically crazy, because why are you taking gym out of the curriculum? It's not just a pastime, and it's not just something to do for the kids to release some steam and just release some energy. You're actually helping them to be healthy, because when they become adults, they'll be better. They'll be more productive members of society. They will be able to go about life a little bit easier. At least I think so, because they won't have as many illnesses. They won't have as many injuries versus someone who didn't exercise at a young age, and now it seems like they're always getting injured. They're always getting sick. Exercise can really do the body good. And when you start to implement exercise for kids at this young age, because they're still growing, it's really going to benefit them in the long run. And when you get older, the exercise, if you continue to exercise, you're still going to do your body really good. Your health is going to be a little bit better than it was before. Let's say if you hadn't had a good bill of health before and you started to exercise a little bit more in your adult years and take the action steps necessary to become physically fit, next time you go to the doctor, your report is going to be even better than it was previously. You are going to be reducing the risk of physical injury. Your muscular endurance is going to increase. Your strength is going to increase. Power is going to increase. You're going to be a lot more agile, and it even helps with depression as well. Your depression, if you have been diagnosed with depression, that exercise can help reduce that. So exercise can really do the body some good. So staying fit is where you are going to take action for yourself. Again, let's just focus on the physical portion of it. Let's say I have a very busy schedule. My schedule is hectic. I work a 9 to 5. I have to come home, take care of the kids. I have to make sure the house is clean, take care of the bills, and just be ready for the week. My schedule is literally booked from January all the way until December. What am I going to do for myself? How am I going to make sure that I'm taken care of so that way I can take care of everyone else and everything else around me? What I would do if I was in that situation, I would suggest taking 5 minutes to myself. Let's say the kids are already put to bed. I'm going to take those minutes and sit down and breathe first. Now that I have done that, what goals do I have for myself? I have to figure out the goals that I want to complete. Let's say I just want to be stronger. I want to be more agile. I want to be able to live a longer life. I don't want everything that's around me and that's stressing me out to take me out early. I want to live a long life so that way I could see my kids grow and see them have their family and see them be productive members of society as well. So how am I going to make sure that I'm here for that? I'm going to write down the goals that I have for myself. I don't have to have a whole novel of goals. I can just take 3. I can even have one goal, take it a step at a time. I want to be more agile. How am I going to do that? Let me seek out a personal trainer. Are there any personal trainers in my area that can help me reach the goal that I have set out for myself? If I'm not interested in a personal trainer, let me seek out an accountability partner. It could be my best friend. It could be my cousin. It could even be a coworker, anybody that I trust and I know that's not going to judge me and at the same time is going to push me. I'll seek them out and they can be my accountability partner. Let's say if I just want to be mentally and emotionally fit. That's the goal that I have for myself. I always find myself, and this again is an example. Let's say I always find myself in a sad state. I'm always tired. I'm sluggish. I really don't have any happy thoughts. I'm always feeling down. I'm in a depressed mood. Sometimes I'm in an anxious mood. I really need to take inventory of my mental health and my emotional health. How am I going to make sure that I'm emotionally fit and mentally fit? Let's go ahead and seek out some therapists. Let's see if there's some therapists that are in the area that's close to me and see if they will help me reach the goals that I have of being mentally fit and emotionally fit. Are they going to make sure that I follow the action steps necessary in order to become better at being mentally fit and emotionally fit? Same thing I would think as with being spiritually fit. Whatever you believe in, how am I going to make sure that my spiritual fitness is on top of the world? How am I going to make sure that I am always on my A game every time it comes to spiritual fitness? Am I, let's say, like for me, I'll use me as an example. I want to grow closer to Jesus, right? So how am I going to go about that? I'll read my Bible. I'll pray. I'll seek out wise counsel. I have to take those action steps necessary in order to get that done. If I have a question about it, I already know who to seek out. It could be my parents. It could be my pastor. Somebody who is trustworthy and is able to give me wise counsel and to help my relationship with Christ grow. I'm going to utilize them because I know that they're going to give me the tools necessary to become more spiritually fit. So those are examples that I just came up with. And staying fit, at the end of the day, that's going to be on you because you have to take action for yourself. Nobody is going to babysit you and hold your hand and say, oh, it's 5 p.m. You have to go to the gym. It's 5:30 now. It's time to go ahead and start journaling for your mental health and your emotional health, making sure that you're fit in those areas. It's 6:10. All right, so now it's time to go ahead and start doing our spiritual practices like we've been doing before. You can have a guide. You can have a guide with that. And again, I hope all of this is making sense, because being fit is going to benefit you in the long run. When you continuously exercise, it's going to form a habit, and that habit is going to show itself in the long run. You are going to do it so much that it's going to become second nature. So let's say I'm just starting an exercise plan. I am at it for 21 days straight. After 21 days, it's just becoming second nature. I go to the gym after work every day. It's not a question. Before I go home, I have to go to the gym. That's how I make sure that my health is top tier. Before I go to bed each night, I have to read my Bible. Let's say I've been doing that for 21 days. Now it's becoming a habit, and it's a good habit that you're building, because you are taking the actions and the steps necessary to become a better you. And at the end of the day, exercise is just medicine. It's just medicine in any form. Being fit, that is your medicine. And I have a personal goal. I have a personal saying for myself that if I can help it, I am not going to have any orange medicine bottles in my cabinet. If I can help it, I'm not going to have any of that in my medicine cabinet, okay? I am going to continue to exercise physically. I am also going to continue to practice journaling, listening to my music, singing, just being myself, just being my goofy self when nobody else is around, to help keep the stress levels down, so that way I won't have to take medicine in order to keep the stress down. Since those are factors I can control, I'm going to go ahead and put those actions into practice. I'm actually going to continue to practice that, because that's something I know I can control, and I know that's something that's going to work. When it comes to you and your fitness, figure out what you are trying to do, figure out what goal you are trying to reach, and figure out what action steps you're going to take in order to reach that desired goal. And y'all, that is it for Fitober Day 2. I really hope that you all were able to understand and comprehend what I was trying to say to you all. Everything up here made sense verbally. I really hope it came out making sense. If you all did enjoy this video, leave it a like. Also, comment in the comment section below, and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. I'm going to catch y'all next time. But until that time, peace out.